This episode of the Restoration Today podcast is brought to you by JobSite. JobSite is the platform built by contractors for contractors. With JobSite, you'll know exactly where your money is going, keep your team aligned, and finally get control of your jobs all in one program. Stop losing money on projects and start running your business with confidence. Book your demo today at jobsite.com. I'm with Allen Reid. He's with Dwyer Restoration, but was with Porter before. And how long have you been in the industry? Let's start there.
Overall, close to 12 years now.
Okay.
So,
how'd you get your start?
oh my gosh. Well, my dad was in restoration for a little bit, so
Okay.
that kind of introduced me to that. Thought he was a glorified carpet cleaning janitorial. So I had no clue until I actually got in college, and then actually met Garrett and Wayne.
Yeah.
Worked at Dash next year for a while, for a couple of years, and then slowly I was like, I want to get back into it. It's a unique space.
It is.
Like, there's just so many amazing people. I know sometimes it gets a negative connotation, but that's any place. You
It
know
is.
what I mean? Like, there's no industry's perfect. This industry, and again, I'm biased, is just made up of just such amazing individuals. You see that, the collective here,
Yeah.
vendors, clients, contractors, and that's who I want to be partnered with,
Yes.
aligned with, and that's what makes this fun day in and day out.
I totally agree. And I forgot that you were at Dash next year, and that was it's all coming back
2
to me
years.
now. Yes, it's all coming back to me. And I agree. This is I don't know that there's an industry with people that, most of the people here have really good hearts, and that's why you're in it. Like, you can't really do restoration if you don't have a servant's heart, servant's mentality. It's not going to work. You're going to burn out really fast because you're going to get really tired of trying to care for people every single day. So it's an awesome place.
It's a different breed, and that's
is.
why these guys and gals are so good at what they do, because like
Yeah.
you said, they lead first with their servant heart, and I think that's why it's not about the money. It's when you provide a stellar service, you
Yeah.
do things the right way, and you lead with your heart, and you're all about your employees and your clients.
Yeah.
Money follows that.
Yeah.
People are attracted to that sort of thing, that sort of service. So
I loved the Brandon and Chris talking this morning about their Ritz-Carlton experience and everything that they empowered their teams to do. And I was like, this is everything. We're building a house right now, and we've had some bad experiences. And some of the stuff that they talked about, like, you remember your highest moment of emotion in the end. And I'm like, I have never heard it said that way before.
felt that.
But I'm like, that is so true, because you could have a lot of like really good, like, I think from the outside, maybe as the contractor, you're like, well, all these good things have happened, but the customer's like, yeah, but this one really bad thing happened. And unfortunately that overshadowed everything else. So I'm sure in sales, that's your role now, right? Like, you see that a lot. And as the salesperson, you're probably the one like helping mitigate some of that sometimes, hopefully not very often, but talk about your role with Dwyer and what you do.
yeah, no, and our team does such a great job. And no restoration company is perfect. Like,
No.
every single company here, I am biased, I think is absolutely amazing. None of us are perfect. What we're really good at is owning it and making sure that we correct it and do it the right way. And I think that's why people are so respected and well-renowned in this space, and why carriers like working with these types of companies, because they know on their end they're not perfect either. And so
Yes.
that the sales part, I'm very fortunate. I don't have to get too involved in that, because our team we're a small, nimble team, but they're really tailored and geared towards the high net worth residential and specialize in a lot of that stuff. So they are already very hands-on, but there's certain aspects of the job. It's nice to have another face speaking the same language, kind of putting that client, that member at ease, and understanding, all right, they know what they're talking about. Like, these are very competent, they're educational. It's not selling, it's more education and hand-holding them through the claims process.
Yeah.
And being an advocate for the agent and the adjuster too. Like,
Yes.
we're all on the same team with them as well. So,
Yes, it was that circle again that Brandon and Chris were talking about with the P's.
Yeah.
It's all, got to take care of all of them. So, talk about, the year's been interesting for people, and there are some companies up, some companies down, some companies somewhere in the middle. So what advice would you give to companies that are like, we're kind of down and I really need to maybe adjust our sales processes, or like, how would you drive things forward at Dwyer if it was like a down phase? How do you adjust sales and where you're looking and all of that?
that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
It's like hearing Cameron talk about that.
Yes.
It's like, double down, spend more money. I looked at Dan, I was like, do you hear that? You need to spend more money. But it is the truth. It's like everybody is kind of in a recession. This isn't a recession yet, but I feel like we're kind of on the cusp. I don't know when it's going to happen. That's all futuristic.
None of
We
us
never
know. I know.
But we're holding back.
Yeah.
You know, insurance is being impacted with premiums, deductibles are higher, and so
Yep.
everybody's feeling the tension, right? So you really have to double down, and our niche is high net worth residential. Like, I feel like a lot of people are diversifying, which we are as well.
Yep.
But more people are moving into commercial, and I see that and get that. is leaving the opportunity for us to come in and provide a stellar service and double down on the residential.
Yes.
And that's really where we've been hammering like independent agents, adjusters, and brokers. And yeah, we've diversified and gotten into property managers as well as kind of like the student housing and like co-ops and stuff like that. But you don't want all your eggs in one basket. You want to make sure that you are diversified as well to go through these difficult times. But you got to find your niche and what you're good at and hammer that. I was actually talking to a couple of guys. I'm not the brainiac. I'm the dumb person at this table, Michelle.
Okay.
I'm a mooch. I know that sounds bad. I've learned from so many people, and it's just learning and gathering all this information. Someone's picking my brain. I was like, listen, I don't know, but this is what I would do. Find what you're good at. Like, don't be everything to everybody. Don't do mint, mold, fire, smoke, contents, pack out, recon. Why do it all? If you're good at mint, double down on mint and just hammer that and be the specialty and the people that go to for that specific service.
I totally agree. Quality over quantity. And I loved your point on hammering down on the residential. I remember the first year we did State of the Industry, we saw that shift happening of people wanted more commercial. They wanted more like large loss and stuff like that. And I remember us championing, there's more residential, everybody's leaving, the people get there. So I like that. I like that. Okay, so what other kind of things are you seeing that are keeping restorers up at night right now? I know.
It's up and down. It's everywhere. It's so up and down. I mean, it's like being able to, we never know what's going to happen, but it was like, it's slow, but it's like we've had Helene and Milton over in the Southeast that hammered 3 states, Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas. Like, that was unbelievable.
Terrible.
The wildfires in the Palisades, the flooding in Kerrville, just, 60 miles west of here. Like, it's been slow, but it's just been, when the events hit, like, they've been really bad. Like, they hit hard. And so, again, everybody's feeling that. Like, the carriers, the agents, the contractors, the policyholders, most importantly. It's just, I feel like you kind of have to, again, figure out what it is that you're really good at. Right now, I love what Cameron said, is like, kind of looking back, he did like the little puzzle pieces, and it made a lot of sense. I was like, this is where, when it's slow, refining everything internally. I was like, duh. Like,
yes.
I never thought of it. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like really fine tune. Like, there's always something we could be doing to better our company. It's like, yeah, we like it when we're busy, but when we're busy, it's just go, go, go.
Yes.
There's no like understanding SOPs. Could we be better, more efficient? Where can AI be implemented to help us out? So Dave, sat in a couple of him, great buddy of mine, done a couple of his AI stuff, and we chatted offline about AI, and he makes me look like a moron. But I'm like, man, where do we use AI? And so again, it's like, now is kind of the time. Unfortunately, it's slow, but like, what can we do to implement certain things to, when it does get crazy, we can be more efficient and provide better service through that.
Absolutely. Yeah, Dave is next into the podcast booth. I like that he's got his back turned as if he's not listening to us do this.
He hears us.
I know he does. Okay, any final thoughts? What's been your takeaway from the show? What's been your favorite part of the show, or a big takeaway? What are you going home with? It's been fun.
So much. Selfishly, like, my time at Core it was unbelievable. I got to meet some amazing, I owe Core a lot to my career by giving me just, that Core group is unbelievable. It gave me a really unique platform to understand, because I only knew the contractor side.
Yeah.
Thought I knew the contractor side. Let me better phrase that. Now the ecosystem with carriers, with vendor partners, like, when we're down, carriers are impacted, claims aren't going through, we're feeling that, we're not buying from vendors. Like, the entire ecosystem is really, it hurts, right?
It does.
So it gave me such a appreciation, understanding for that now I'm taking that information and localizing that, but collaborating with Alex and Max at Texas General in Houston, and knowing who the better players are, and because I got to know these guys on a personal level and understanding their capabilities. And so for this week, it's just being able to see my friends in the industry here at Core, the members, and collaboration. Like, it's all been sales driven.
It's been a really fun few days. Yeah. And do you miss your pilot role though that you had a few years ago? That was like,
you're making me sweat thinking about it.
Why? You did great. It was very entertaining. So, all right. Well, Allen, thank you so much. Anything else that you want to add?
No, it's been awesome. No, thank you for your time. You've been amazing. I appreciate all you do for the industry, Michelle. And,
well, thank you.
We really appreciate it. So thank you for having me up here.
Of course. Thanks for chatting with me.
For more Restoration Today and the latest news, visit our website, cnrmagazine.com, and find the latest episodes of the Restoration Today podcast on your favorite podcasting platform.